One Piece Burning Blood Review. What's it really worth? One Piece Burning Blood is a fighting video game developed by Spike Chunsoft, I think that's what it's called anyways, and developed by Bandai Namco Entertainment. And today I'm going to be doing a full review of the game and give you my thoughts on what was good, what was bad, and what this game is really worth. One Piece Burning Blood was released on PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, Xbox One, and Windows on May 31st, 2016. You play as Luffy in the Paramount War, aka the Marineford arc, for any One Piece fan, who attempts to save his brother Ace, all while a war between pirates and marines happens all around you. Now let's break this game down and see what it's all about. Graphics. I played it on the PS4 and it looks great. It has cel shaded art style to it, much like the anime. It's colorful, flashy, and no frame rate problems at all. Honestly, this game looks fantastic. Music. The music is perfect. It has an adventure, suspenseful, energetic, happy tone to it. When you're battling your enemy, you want the energy from the music to be able to pump you up and keep fighting. Even if you think you're losing, with the right tone or beat that can hit, you can feel it and change the whole fight around. At least that's what I feel. Story. So the story is pretty good, and it's definitely one of the fan favorites and one of the bigger ones in the anime itself. But the campaign in this game, they had to shorten it, so it's only about 4 to 5 hours long. I mean, they can't exactly do it episode for episode. So basically, you arrive at the Marines headquarters and try to save your brother Ace from being killed. Then, you have to fight off Blackbeard with the Whitebeard pirates. Then, Blackbeard ends up wielding both Darkness and Tremor Devil Fruit powers, which makes him OP as shit. Then Crocodile and the remaining Whitebeard commanders fight Akainu, Sengoku fighting the Blackbeard pirates, and then Shanks shows up. And that's like a really quick summary of what happens, but it's pretty cool. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, I can't really help you there. That's one thing with this game, is it's not meant for newcomers. It's for fans and people who know One Piece. Otherwise, you're gonna get pretty lost. Content. You actually get quite a lot in this game. A lot more than I was expecting. First, you have Paramount War, which is the campaign. An offline and online PvP multiplayer, 44 character roster to choose from, collection that has event movies and replay data, Wanted Versus, which is basically a harder battle against enemies, kind of like Pirate Hunts. Pirate Base, where you can build a crew, and Pirate Flag Battle, where through online play, this mode pits you against other players around the world. You select a pirate crew to join and play against other teams. When you win a fight, you capture the flag on a world map, indicating that you've conquered the area. Gameplay. So now the gameplay. Now I really enjoyed this game. It's a one-on-one 3D fighter, a lot like J-Star Victory vs. Plus, which I loved as well. I did a whole week of videos in it. Now, there's a whole roster of characters that you can learn how to fight with their own special movesets. Mind you, every character is kind of played the same way, but their styles are different. Like, let's say you go to use Luffy, but then you want to go use Zoro. Now, their moves are a little different. So yeah, you would have to play Luffy a certain way, and you have to play Zoro a certain way. So that way you'd have to be good at each individual character differently, and not just spamming buttons. You fight in a huge arena style level, which are a little too big for my taste. Most of the time I'm running around trying to catch up to a guy, which is hard since there's no run faster button, just a sidestep and a little dash. In every level there are two kinds of missions. You have the story ones, where I find the fights are pretty fair and not too bad, and there are side missions where you fight bigger and harder enemies. Now those ones can be tough. It's not so bad if you have a second or third character to help, but sometimes, my god, when you're fighting an enemy and unleash Luffy's Gum Gum attacks, they just feel so gratifying and powerful. They just send the enemies flying, and with the added animations and flashiness to it, makes it pretty cool. All the online versus play works perfectly too, and no issues or nothing. I really don't have that many complaints about this game. Alright, so now let's get down to the verdict, what I think this game is really worth. So, for the US and Canada, it's a standard price video game, $60 in the US and $80 in Canada. So for everything you get, a 4 to 5 hour campaign, great cel shaded artist graphics, a big roster, flashy combat, bad for non-fans of One Piece, an offline, online multiplayer, pirate hunts, pirate flag battles, awesome music, and great story. Well, honestly, what can I say? This is the first game that I've done a review on since this show started that it's actually totally worth the price. I can't see anything wrong with paying $60 to $80 for this game. Even though, yes, there's only a 4 to 5 hour campaign, but the story is so good. If you're a fan of One Piece, then you'll appreciate it. Even though I know, I am a fan myself, that it is missing a few things. And I mean, you can't cover that whole arc in one game. I mean, that'd be a pretty big game. But it is still cool to see it again and be able to be part of it and play it. Like, it is such a fun game. The fighting, the characters, the graphics, it's fantastic. And if you go through the campaign really quick, sure. But like I said before, you have Pirate Hunt, where you can go and fight other pirates on a harder difficulty. And, you know, learn how to fight that way. You got the online, offline multiplayer. So if you want to climb the ranks that way and even further your fighting skills, fight against them. And then you got the pirate flag battles, where you can join factions of certain, well, different ships, I should say, and battle different people for control of the whole area, of the world even. Who knows? But honestly, this game is great. Now, the only downfall is, like I said, people new to the series might not like it so much because they have no idea what's going on. But personally, I would say, you know what? Pick it up, frankly. I mean, it's a good game. I really don't think you'll be disappointed with it. And if you really enjoy it and get into it, and if you're new, you can easily go back, try some of the other ones, or even start watching the show, which is freaking awesome, by the way, and I'm sure you'll love it. So, honestly, this game is totally worth it. Alright guys, I'm going to end my review there of One Piece Burning Blood, and I hope you enjoyed, and I know I definitely did. Such a great game. And if you're new to my channel, I'll put my logo on the screen, so you can click on that. It'll bring you over to my channel, you can see what I'm all about. If you want to see the gameplay to this review, I'll put a card up top, so you can click on that, go over, you can check it out yourself. And like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of One Piece Burning Blood, like if you played it, and of my review. And make sure to check out some of my other stuff too. You know what you gotta do, you know how to do it. Peace out, guys. Cha! That's probably the best thing about this game. Music. The music is kind of a mix between rock and light dubstep. Personally, I don't really feel like it fit the game. I'm not saying the music was bad.